Alright, for today we're going to install a soap dispenser into the shower. It's pretty easy, but there's some tips and tricks that might help anybody just doing something like this for the first time. So, just pull this out. And we've got the 3 dispensers here. Make sure you inspect the box and the parts you're going to need. This came with instructions and the labels that are going to go on. But this unit didn't come with the backing, any of the screws, or any of the keys to do that. Nothing in here. But the first one I opened does have the screws, different types of mounting screws, the keys. And it has the back mounting plate. I've got these up here. What I'm going to do is put some soap in them, maybe up to here, just a little bit, and just leave them. I want to see if they leak. I don't want to fill them all the way up and then to find out that it's going to leak and waste all of the soap. So I'm just going to do that first. To get them off of the backing plate, there's a key right here, or a keyhole, and you'll need to get the key. This is what that key looks like. And we're just going to put it in here until it seats. And we've got lock this way and unlock that way. So I'm just going to twist one way or the other, and it lifts up. Now the only reason it's lifting like a hinge is because it's got this sticky stuff on it. But once you've got that done, you can just disconnect it. Ooh, that one was easy on that side. I think this thing was returned. Let me see. And there's a little black piece right in the middle. We've got this piece and that piece and then the end piece. And you need to squeeze this middle piece that way, and then you'll be able to pull up on the soap dispenser. And then the soap dispenser's out. And you can flip that little lid over and set it back on there so you don't lose it. Once you've got all 3 of them off, that's going to leave you with this. And you're going to have the backing plate. Now, I've got a level right there so I can put it where I want and make sure it's straight. You're going to want to do that rather than trying to eye it, because even though it might look straight here, once you get that bracket on and you get the soap dispensers in there and step back, you could find it's tilting a little bit to the left or the right that you didn't quite see. Now, if you don't have a level, you can get a tape measure and go from the bottom of your tub up to where you want the bottom of that soap dispenser to be and mark it off a little bit, and then on the other side. And then what it will do is put a piece of tape on the bottom and line that up so that we can flip it this way, because we're going to need to take this cover off of the glue portion and then flip it back up. And if we've got tape, as we're doing that, it's going to stay level, and we're just going to flip it up nice and level, because trying to get that attached with glue on your fingers, glue on the back of this and everything else, it can be done. Don't get me wrong, but it'd just be easier not having to worry about it. So the reason we have the hair dryer is so we can soften the glue up a little bit and give for a better bond. Preparation before you hang it. Now this is porcelain tile. It's got a good surface on the back, non-porous, so that'll allow that to stick very well. But if you have a plastic tub enclosure, if it's smooth, that's great. That's going to be better than if it wasn't smooth, like when you can rub your fingers against it and feel a bunch of little bumps, textured bumps. That's a little bit harder on the glue back. It should still work, but be prepared that it may not, and it's no fault of the device itself. And you may need to get some additional glue that will stick better to the tub and to the back of that backing pad to allow it to stay in here. Now you want to make sure this is good and clean, no soap scum or anything like that. And they do sell Lime Away, CLR, scrub free. Those are great things to spray on there. Get that any lime and scale and dirt off, and then rinse it real good and let it dry real good. That's going to be the key to having that adhesive stick and stay there for you. It's not hugely heavy, but you're going to have roughly 3 bottles of shampoo and maybe body wash or something in there. And that puts a little bit of pressure minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, where if that adhesive is not stuck properly, it will eventually pull back and could fall down. So that's something to think about, making sure you get that clean as possible. I'm using the hair dryer to warm that glue up on the back just a little bit at first. And then I need to peel just a bit back, because it's easier to peel when it's not hot. So let me peel that back. I've got it peeled a little bit back there, you can see, and I creased it so that it stays like that. Then I'll finish warming it up. I'm also going to grab some tape for the bottom before I finish warming it up. Make sure you have the tape positioned right, because if you put it up like this, it's not going to fit. So you need to make sure that the way it goes up there matches with where those holes are going to line up on the bracket. So that's kind of important. Now let's see if we can get this set up here. I've already put my marks where I want the bottom to go, and I've got my crease. So let me get that. All right, so I've got that taped on, and it's kind of sticking by the top a little bit there, but now we'll let this go down. We're still on the tape, and I'm going to pull at the corner after I heat this up, and then I'll do my sticking. If you use this method, make sure the screws are on that side so that when you do remove it and flip it up, it's going to, you're going to be able to screw those in. All right, so I got that, and I'm going to remove the backing, and I'm going to do that off camera. And I made sure to carefully line it up on my marks, because even though that tape's there, that's just more of a guide and a helping hand than it is going to be perfection. So you want to make sure your marks match up. As you get it up, you're going to want to go from the bottom nice and smoothly. See, I don't have that just plasters onto the top. I'm going to press on the bottom as I go up to make sure I'm not having any air bubbles or anything like that. I'm going to remove my tape. And then I'm going to use my thumb or my hand and really get that adhesive glue on the back pressed in. And the harder your skin is up, or your thumb or fingers are up against that as you're doing this, it also generates heat and can help that glue stick better. Now, depending on where you're putting this, you may get some silicone, and just put a small bit right above the top and right down the side a little bit. And that's going to keep the water from splashing down and slowly eating away at that. So just as precautionary more than anything. But that's in here. Feels good. I don't know what all these little things are. They must have been static from that cover that got on there. Let me see if I can hook the back plate up now. It's got 4 screws that came with it. They're small screws, and they look like this. There were some other screws that were included. Along with the screwdriver, extra keys, and for whatever reason, if you want not to worry about that adhesive coming off at any point, you could use the anchors and drill a hole on both sides, at least the top, at least 2 of them, and then screw those in and screw the back plate into that. You know, that's honestly a better way if you've got a plastic lined or fiberglass lined tub and you're worried about the adhesive backing coming off. But I'm going to give the adhesive backing a shot. I've got a pretty good back board for that, and we'll see. Don't often use the shower in this one, but those are the screws that we're going to want right here so we can attach the back plate to the adhesive. Alright, so I did get 1 extra screw. I've got all 4 in, but each of these has a long slot on the top and long slots going this way, so you can kind of a little bit get a little bit of an adjustment, not much. That's why it's important to get that back piece level. But you just put the screws in, tighten these down. And now to put these in, there's a little small spot you see here. I just want to go in there, but you're going to put it flat and slide it down, and it'll click into place, and that'll be there. And again, you have to do that pressing at the back and lift up to get that out if ever need be. So that's really all you need there. And again, these came with, and that was the lid, because it was flipped over and it's just held on by that plastic. The whole thing didn't come down on me. You can see there it just fell off of that top adhesive little thingamajig. But these came with it. I did see some online where they were complaining they didn't get anything with it. So for $5, I think I bought 2 of these, and it just gives me different stickers that I can go ahead and use. There's like 3 pages of stuff in there, all sorts of things I really don't need. I'm just worried about conditioner, body wash, and shampoo, and that'll work for me. So, but that's all there is to the install. Just make sure that you're clean in the back. Heat that glue up a little bit, level it, make sure you're putting it on straight. Once you get that on there, trying to get it back off is not going to be easy. And when you do take it off, chances of being able to reuse it are going to be very slim. So even though we've got these, and we did use the backing piece, you could still do that, but you could place this on here and drill a little hole here and another little hole right down here, straight through, and just use the middle, and then use some anchors and screws. You don't necessarily have to use these that are here, but some sort of anchor and screw, so that if you're worried about it coming off, this being drilled in would definitely give you a little bit more support. So that's all there was to it. Hopefully that helps somebody.